Hi and welcome. My name is Isabel and I like sharing tips on health, wellness, and nutrition to help us live our best life. If this sounds interesting to you, then please keep watching. Have you ever thought of how stress impacts our weight? Well, whether it's weight gain or weight loss, the foods that we eat are most certainly impacted by our stress, and it impacts how our bodies deal with those foods we are consuming. We are all impacted by stress, whether it's work obligations or family issues or personal issues. The way our body deals with stress can end up being the same, regardless of the cause. The reaction to a stressful situation, known as the fight or flight response, serves us well in a survival situation, but a chronic activation of this response can have very negative effects on our health. Chronic stress can contribute to high blood pressure, anxiety, depression, and even obesity. And this can be a direct cause either by overeating or indirectly by a lack of exercise or getting enough sleep. When we experience stress, the body releases stress hormones, and those increase the heart rate, blood pressure, and glucose levels. One of those hormones is cortisol. And if cortisol levels remain high for extended periods of time, this leads to a buildup of body fat and weight gain. So with stress being a part of our everyday lives, one of the best solutions is to implement changes and ways of coping with the stress to minimize the negative impacts it can have on our health. And by the way, April happens to be Stress Awareness Month. So what a great time to sit down and take a look at our stressors and make a list of ways that we can better handle and manage our stress and live a better quality of life. The first set of tips that I wanted to share are our mindset, our self-talk, which is a very powerful tool. We need to truly analyze what our stressors are and find practical ways that we can choose and implement to manage and handle these stressors. If a stressor is something that you cannot change, you need to realize that, recognize it, accept it, and let it go. That inner dialogue that we have of going over something that doesn't serve us, that we can't change, is a self-defeating thought process. And once we change that dialogue, then you can move forward and better handle the stressful situation. Another tip is to share your thoughts and your feelings about these stressors with a family member or a friend or a counselor. Sometimes just talking to somebody and working through the stressor in a conversation can bring a sense of relief. Another mindset tip is to make a commitment with yourself to counterbalance the stressor with something that's healthy for you. Make this commitment to do something that exchanges the negative with a positive. The next set of tips are physical activity. So by adding physical activity into your lifestyle, this can help cope and deal with the stressors in your life. So whether you go to the gym or you work out on your own, the key here is to get out and move. Exercise gets your mind off of your stressors and makes space for positive thoughts and ideas. So if you go out for a brisk walk or a run, whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to benefit from the deep breathing, the release in the muscle tension, and all this again helps you cope with the stress. Movement therapies or activities such as yoga or Tai Chi also provide us with the same benefits, but with the additional benefit of bringing us mental focus and a sense of calm. So regardless of what exercise you decide to participate in, the most important thing here is to make it regular and consistent. So even if it's just 15-20 minutes a day, You get out, you walk, you do some weightlifting, run, do yoga, whatever it is you decide to do, just make it something that's consistent so that you have something every day or every other day that can help you with releasing the stressors in your life. And again, this is going to tie back and help us maintain the lower cortisol levels and help us keep the weight down, prevent us from having the weight gain due to the stress. The next series of tips to help us cope with our stressors and keep that cortisol level low are relaxation activities. And these can be varied. It could be deep abdominal breathing exercises. It could be visualization. It could be meditation. And one of my favorites is the use of aromatherapy. Aromatherapy is the use of essential oils that are derived from plants and flowers. And these are usually used either in incense or diffusers, or you can put them in a vaporizer and inhale the benefits, or they can be applied to the skin when they're mixed with a carrier oil such as almond oil, and you can use them in a massage or add them to bath water for a relaxing bath. And also with lavender oil, you can actually put drops on your pillowcase, and that helps calm the mind and help us get better sleep. There are a variety of different essential oils that can help with reducing our stress levels and calm us down. I just wanted to share with you a short list. One very good oil is bergamot. Cedarwood and sandalwood are also very good. Chamomile, jasmine, lavender, as I mentioned earlier, for sleeping, and there is patchouli and ylang ylang. So you can use these individually on their own, or you can combine some of them. And the key here is to, again, incorporate these oils either into a bath time routine or massage, or have them diffusing in your home to create an environment of relaxation and help with reducing the stress levels. So, as you can see, a very important component of keeping our weight and our diet in check is managing our stress levels. Stress is part of our life, and trying to eliminate it completely from our life is probably not an attainable goal. So the key here is to know what our stressors are, recognize the ones that we can change, recognize the ones we can't change, and come to terms with that. And then find ways that we can incorporate into our daily life to help us cope with those stressors and live a better quality of life. By adding healthy lifestyle activities into our daily life, it will help us counterbalance the negative impact of the stress, help us stay healthier mentally, physically, and as I mentioned earlier, will help us with maintaining a healthier body weight. So today's takeaway is manage your stress, and that way you'll keep your cortisol levels lower and minimize weight gain, belly fat, and all of the other negative effects that chronic stress can have in our life. I hope you got something useful out of today's video. If you did, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.